Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Firebase tutorial video. So today in this video we are going to learn about how to update the data from the Firebase. So in the previous video I've already teased you about how to add data to the Firebase and how to read that data into our application. So I've already done that. If you have not watched those videos, go and watch it. It's on my channel. So today we will be updating the name of the user I have displayed in the screen. So to do that we will need a function, future function to be precise, and it will be avoid, and let's name it update data, and it will be an asynchronous function, so it will take async keyword, and we're gonna also use the keyword await, and then we're gonna use the firestore variable which takes the instance of the Firebase firestore. Firestore dot collection, and then the name of our collection, the name of our collections is users, so just use that, users, and then it gonna actually this function gonna take two string. One string will be an id of the users and another string will be the updated name, the name we want to update. So let's define two string, and in our await method let's name it doc, and the doc will take the id, this id, and according to this id or with respect to this id we can update the detail of the user. So we're gonna use the keyword update, and inside this small bracket we're gonna use curly bracket. So inside the curly bracket we're gonna update the field of the database. In our section we're gonna change the name, so the name of the field is name, so we're gonna use the name, and we're gonna update the name field to the new name we define, which is gonna be the variable name. So this is it to update the data. Now to integrate the UI we will do, so what we're gonna do is put an edit icon at the trailing. Leading is the index of the users, and the title is the text of the user, and in the trailing we're gonna use the icon button, and on paste let's leave it empty for now, and in the icon section we're gonna use the icon and then icons dot edit. So what this is gonna do is just display our icon. So now for now when we click on the icon nothing will happen, so let's fix that. So when we on pressed on the icon button it should display a show dialog, and it will take a context inside the builder. It also takes the context as well, and then it's gonna return a dialog, another dialog. So what this dialog do is it takes a parameter child and display a container of height 200, and then child of pairing will be age insert.all 20 just for the decoration, and we're gonna display a column, and in the children section first of all we're gonna display a text field to input the new name, text field, and what this text field takes is it takes a controller, and we have not defined the controller for it, so let's do that very quick. We're gonna define the text editing controller. Let's copy it, paste it, and update the name of it. We're gonna make it updated name controller for the new name, and in the controller we're gonna use update name controller. So what this do will when we click on the icon button it will display a text field which will take the update name controller, the new controller we have just defined, and define a spacer. We'll take all the space in between these two widget, and then display our elevated button on press. Let's call it null right now, and in the children we take text which will display a text update, and let's just style it and then color the text. So now, and then we also gonna style the elevated button. Style from, and it will take a background colors.blue. So what this will do is it will display a blue update button, and when we click on pressed on this button, this blue button, we will implement or integrate this function future update data, and it will take ID and the name of the user. So what we're gonna do is when unpressed, we're gonna implement this, and it takes ID and the name. So for the name, it will be update name controller dot text from this text field, and the ID will be, if you have watched the how to read data from the server, then that video, then I have displayed the data from the server, and in this variable it has all the data of the users including their ID and the name. So it has their ID, so I'm gonna use this one. If you have not watched, then watch it. So we're gonna use that variable and dot ID, so it will take the ID from this user variable. So I have done now. The UI part is also done. So let's implement it. So I have just click on the first user icon button, edit button, and then when I put a new name, it will update the name of that user. So as you can see, it has already updated. So for your easiness, I'm gonna navigator.pop, and it will take a context. So what it will do is that when we press on this update button, it's gonna update it, and if the data is successfully updated, then it will pop the container, so dialog button dialog. So when I I'm gonna change the second user from the zone. So let's remove that text and then make it zone, and when, as you can see, the zone, when I click on the update button, the name is changed to zone. So that's it for now. That's it for this video. So all the remaining part of the Firebase tutorial is how to delete data from the server. So it is going to be on the next video, so stay tuned for that.